you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have all my empties for the month of August, and now that I'm looking at it, the last half I didn't melt as much, but I feel like I did pretty good on the first half of August. But before we get started, I am going to show you what's on my nails, which this light is absolutely horrific, so take a look at this. I'll put the light off for a sec. This is definitely a better depiction of what this nail polish is. So this is ILNP. This is a beautiful green. I'm not partial to green, I think, because I have a lot of yellow undertones in my skin that I feel like green just brings out the yellow in my skin. But it was part of a summer collection from ILNP, and this is the color Bottoms Up. 2 coats is all you need for this particular one. I'm really enjoying this company for nail polish. Found them on Instagram. It doesn't happen often that Instagram influences me to click onto something, but I was really enjoying a lot of what they had, and boy am I ever happy I did. So let's start off with the very first item that I completed. This has got some oils somehow, I don't know how, seeping through to the label, but this is from the Candle Daddy Show Me Your Melons, which was watermelon and honeydew melon. This was a great candle. It does soot. My wick did find its way back to center, but as most of my Candle Daddy candles do, they kind of shift about halfway, but then eventually find their center again before the candle's done. But because you can see some of the sitting, I prefer Candle Daddy's candles over their wax melts. Just because I find that the wax melts, they're great, but I just love their candles. I love their a lot of the blends that they do really well. And of course, down in the description bar I do have a percentage off if you just do choose to purchase from Candle Daddy. This percentage is good for any sale items or regular items. And the last item that I have here that I've emptied for the month of August from Candle Daddy is Washa Beach. This is a fluffy towel, summertime, beautiful scent. Like, I definitely got the fluffy towel with the dryer sheets kind of scent more than like coconut. I really enjoy this one, but again, like I said, if I were to choose between the candles or the wax melts, I love their candles. Next up, we're going to be talking about Zape Wax. Now, I will link above the video that I did when I hauled these items. I'm not sure if the other items I've just recently ordered, they're on their way as I'm filming this right now, only a couple days out, but by the time I get them, film them, edit the video and so on, I'm not sure if that'll be out, but I'll definitely have that first video linked for you, which is where I end up picking up these ones from. So first off, we have Toes in the Sand. It's beautiful. It's coconut, sweet vanilla, beach vibes, totally beachy, love it. I would say I described it in my end of month melt as like, I grew up in a lake or around a lake. So it's like you have fluffy towel with, you can still, you just pull it out of the dryer that morning. You went to the beach, you've put on some sunscreen, but now after laying out in the sun, you've gone into the lake. You've gone for a nice swim. Now you've come back from that swim. Now you want to lie down and you put your face down like over your arms, which are folded up like your little pillow. And so now you're smelling your arm that has like the smell of sunscreen, like coconutty smell. Then you're on the level of the beach, of the sand, and the fluffy towel. That is exactly how I get it. I know it sounds so in-depth, but that's just how I roll. This is Laundry Day in Marseille. This is clean linen, sweet pea, cut grass, and warm spring air. This was really lovely. I have wanted to try this for quite some time. I love the laundry blends. This one obviously was in our bathroom, sorry, because that's where I put a laundry scents. I really enjoyed this one. It was like a luxe bathroom towel scent, I guess. Like, it just smelled like super nice. This one is in Yum Yum. This is ripe mango, crushed pineapple, and coconut. I really love this one. I still have a shape that I'm going to save for next summer. And exactly the way it's written out is exactly the strength that from highest to lowest that I would say I got from this. A ripe mango, a crushed pineapple, and more of a coconut milk over coconut, but I really enjoyed this one. And the last one from Zape is lavender coconut milk, which I love. And this one is described as soft lavender, coconut milk, and vanilla musk. Now, this one here was definitely our bedroom. Really enjoyed this one. I love this blend for summertime because of the coconut milk. And of course, I love anything lavender in our bedrooms, especially to relax. The next brand we're going to be talking about is Super Tarts. This packaging here from Super Tarts is a little bit older. This is from Wax Wednesday 2019, where the one here I have is from Wax Wednesday of 2020. No scent notes on this one, but I just wrote them on the side. So let's just start off with a newer one. This is Ellen. This is from her Jaws collection. This is Sea Salt, Ozone, Seagrass, Plum, Pear, and Pink Sugar. Really great. You guys know I love almost all of the Jaws blends. 100% would repurchase. So far I would repurchase all of these, maybe not this particular melt. I can probably get something a little bit different, but everything else so far, including that candle, I would definitely purchase again. Ellen is wonderful. Let's talk about our first coffee scent from Super Tarts. This one is in Gandalf. This is sweetened cereal, marshmallows, sugary milk, coffee bean, and vanilla cream. Now this one leans more sweet than coffee by about a 60-40 split. This is on the border of being a little bit too sweet for me, but I do enjoy it. It's small doses, I think, for me, but I do like Gandalf. This has been a repurchase for me. But on a different note, Predator is one of my top 5 coffee scents from any vendor, I would say. And this one is where the coffee leans, it's forward leaning. So it's mainly cappuccino, and then you got coconut, whipped cream, and pie crust. So I have 2 BAM bags. I think I may have one more clamshell left, but I have 2 BAM bags of Predator, and so it is a top favorite of mine. Dark Wizard was the very first time I ever melted this one. Boysenberry jam, watermelon, and mango. What a lovely blend. That's all I gotta say. This was summer in a clamshell. You don't see a lot of vendors using boysenberry. I grew up in a place where we could pick boysenberries or, you know, make jam and things like that. And this was just beautiful. I would definitely recommend this one if you were leaning towards it but weren't sure. I don't get as much watermelon. I definitely get the boysenberry jam than the mango. But I would definitely purchase this one again in the future. So now let's start talking about Better Homes and Gardens. So we have 2 different packaging here. This is an older packaging. This is a newer packaging. With the older packaging, we have Birchwood Bonfire. And to me, I actually enjoyed this way more when it was melting than I did on cold. This one to me is a less sweet version of the Marshmallow Fireside, kind of like a Tom Ford vanilla tobacco vanille or root candle vanilla tobacco. Things like that. I love this one. Actually, I would mind more. But anyway, this is always Better Homes and Gardens, so they only sell in the US. So again, if it wasn't for my friends in the US, I would not have any Better Homes and Gardens. But I would definitely purchase probably a couple clamshells next time. And here we have one of the newer packaged Better Homes and Garden scents. Now this is in Caribbean Sea Breeze. This is nice because they have a description right here. This is Sea Breeze, pineapple, honeydew, coconut water, sea salt, orchid, muguet, moss, and whitewood scent notes. Beautiful. And it is truly, to me, it is strong pineapple, really sweet, sugary pineapple, but floral. So it's a pineapple floral to me. 100% would repurchase this in the future. And then we have a couple items here from Sensational. Sensationals you can find in Canada and also the US. This particular, actually all 3 of these have a US sticker on the corner, which means I did purchase these ones while I was in the United States many moons ago. This is an ice cream shop. Love this one. I think I have a backup with this as well. It's literally, it's like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, you name it. It's like just that creamy scent. I really enjoyed this. I do know that they sell this at the Walmarts in Canada, or at least they did over the middle of summer. So if you see this in your Walmart and you're Canadian, definitely pick this one up. And here we have Coral Shores, which says it's limited edition, but it does kind of come out most summers from Sensationals. And I believe you can also get this in Canada, but because I got this from the US, they come out with it far sooner than we do here in Canada. This is a 100% dupe for Yankee Candle's Pink Sand. So I absolutely love that. You're gonna see another dupe. They're all identical, I swear. It's just the same oils, but it's beautiful and I don't mind. I'll buy it from all different people. I'm cool with that. But again, this is beautiful. So Pink Sands from Yankee Candle. This is Coral Shores, their version of it. Love this one. And here we have a watermelon kiwi lemonade. Limited edition again. This was from the United States. I don't know if the Canadians got this one. This is a little bit of a washed out picture. I wish it was more of a vibrant, like deep pink, but it did smell exactly like a kiwi and watermelon with lemonade. Like definitely like a lemonade with all of that. Like it was very true to its name, very strong. I remember even Nelson, I was melting this. He's like, "Ooh, what's that?" And so I told him, he's like, "Oh, that makes sense." And he's got a really bad sniffer. So if he likes something, You know, that's a good thing. So anyway, he really enjoyed this, and so did I. Definitely purchase this in the future. So then we're going to talk about Scentsy, which all of these were gifted to me by some of my friends. So this one is from the Life's a Garden collection. This is a lavender violet. So I use 2 cubes each time, and I put this in the bedroom, and I love it. I love these kinds of blends. There's a few different ones. I've got some in the melting basket for September. Just beautiful. I really actually enjoyed this one. It was quite strong, and of course this was in our bedroom melting. So here we have Aloe Vera and Ivy, and this was lovely. I did melt 1 cube in each warmer in the bathroom at a time because our warmers in the bathroom are smaller. This was lovely. It's just not a scent that I feel like I just need to get more of. So although I'm very thankful for this as a gift, it wasn't one of my favorites. I didn't hate it. It just wasn't a standout item or scent for me. But yeah, that was very nice. Thank you very much. And then we have this one here in the Bring Back My Bar. I'm not as familiar with this whole process, but I do understand sort of what that means. So this is White Sands. This is lovely, very beachy, very summery. I mean, there's a reason why I've had this for a while, but I held on to it because these are the type of scents that I would definitely melt in the summer months. I will say this one's a little more on the perfumey side, but this one was so difficult. Like, it almost broke me trying to pop these out because they're normally pretty easy to pop out. I was trying to pop it out so I can snap off what I needed, and like, it was stiff. So although I like this one, it was definitely more of a bedroom scent because it had more of a perfume type note. Man, this one was stiff, and I'm not quite sure why. And then we have a little list of Goose Creek scents. So Goose Creek you cannot get in Canada. They do not ship to Canada. So again, thank you to my friends who allow me to place orders, have all my orders shipped to their houses in the States. I wait for a box to fill up, and then I pay for the shipping from the US to Canada. So it's the only way I can get these. I wish international shipping was an option because I paid for it. I would pay for it. I do already. This is in Pina Colada. True on Pina Colada. This is like Malibu, rum, like all of this, because again, as mentioned earlier, my husband does not have a great nose. It's kind of like half broken, but he smelled this one. He's like, what isn't that warmer? It smells really good. And I told him, he's like, oh, it totally smells like a Pina Colada. So I would 100% repurchase this for possibly next summer. Next up, we have Beach Vibes, which is really, really nice. A little floral, a little sea salt, a little beachy, like coconut kind of sunscreen scent. It does give me scent memories too. I just give it a quick sniff before I shared this with you again. But I really love this one. I would definitely purchase this again in the summer. And as mentioned earlier, we have another 100% dupe for Yankee Candle's Pink Sands. We have Pink Beach. So just like the Coral Shores from Sensational, this Pink Beach from Goose Creek is identical to Yankee Candle's Pink Sands. So if you know, you know. Of course, I love this one. Like I said earlier, I would purchase this from any vendor because I really enjoy it. Then this one here is Day in the Sun. This one I didn't enjoy it as much as I wished. It definitely is a sunset scent. It's like your after lotion cream that smells a little on the perfumey side. You've had a lot of sun, but you want to go out for dinner and you've got your little red. So you want to moisturize so you get that lotion out, but it's on the perfumey side. So I don't know if this is something I would purchase again in the future. Maybe. I'm kind of on the fence. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure if I would repurchase this one or not for next year. And then we have Beach Party, which is fantastic, juicy, fresh, zesty, fruity. There's a picture of a mojito and like an orange citrusy drink. But what I get really is like a mint mojito with the mint, you've got the lime, you've got the gin, and then over here you've got, I think it's almost like a white rum, and then you've got the zesty oranges and things like that. So almost like a pina colada, with orange instead. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I would definitely purchase this one again in the future. And lastly, from Goose Creek, we have Sandcastles, which was beautiful for summer. It was great for August. We finally had some good weather here, and it felt like summer without 100% humidity. And I'm not joking. Yes, we get 100% humidity, and I feel like we're in like the southern states of Georgia or something like that sometimes. Thank you, the Gulf Coast. This one was quite lovely. I would definitely think of purchasing this again in the future. It's just very beachy, very sunscreen, summer, fresh. It was wonderful. And then we have a few Destination Wax little scent shots here to talk about. First off, we have Pink Laundry, which is described as pink sugar, blender, and the fresh laundry. Now, this is like the same as any vendor does. Say for example, Super Tarts, they have Minerva, but it's one of my favorites. And again, I don't care, I'll buy it from all vendors that I love. And if you can't get it from one vendor because they're not open to that yet, then you can get it from another one. And then when your other vendor opens up for Pink Laundry or whatever scent, you can get it there too. Anyway, love this one. I split this in half and I put this particular type of scent in our bathroom warmers. Also with Destination Wax, I'm not sure when this is up, when this will be edited and posted, but they're doing a ready to ship on September 1st. So yeah, yay. This was in wedding cake. This is vanilla cake with thick white frosting and a thin layer of strawberry jam, not buttery. And I melted this one on our first wedding anniversary, which was August 11th. And it was lovely. It's exactly how it sounds. Like it's a beautiful white cake with beautiful like raspberry whipped frosting. It's yummy. I would definitely purchase this in the future. And lastly, from Destination Wax, we have Black Vetiver Coffee, which is described as a comparison to a Jo Malone Black Vetiver Cafe, which is, I guess, a perfume, knowing Jo Malone. This is black coffee, vetiver, incense, and sequoia. Now, not my favorite. I am a coffee lover. I think I was more intrigued at the scent notes of this when I saw it online, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to purchase this and see. But I'm glad I got a small little cup. They don't do these scent shot cups much at all right now. So I'm glad I got the smaller size and I didn't feel like I had to go buy a bigger one. Because for me, the vetiver, I kind of knew this, but I was kind of hoping that the vetiver wouldn't scream out. But vetiver is very strong, and even in personal fragrance, I do not do vetiver very well with my perfumes and colognes. So yeah, I didn't enjoy this one. I think that I just was curious and saw the black coffee and I'm like, ooh, or I saw the coffee and then the vetiver. I'm like, oh, I'm just more curious than anything, but it's definitely not something I would purchase again. Then we just have a couple small bags to talk about. The first one was the sample in King Oren. This is my second sample of King Oren because I made two separate BAM bag pre-orders 1 week apart, and each one was exactly the same sample size. And again, I don't have the scent note descriptions. I don't like the scent. I melted, it was just a tiny little piece. I melted them in the bathrooms where I don't hang out very often. It just wasn't for me. But yeah, this one was a pink version, and I think the other one was like a gray version from the order that I placed the week before. Then we have a sample from Southbound Chemical. This is lavender and spring apricot. This was nice. This is lavender, crisp apple, succulent peonies, and ripe apricot. I just wish the apricot came out a little bit more. But I did like this, and it was one little piece that I did place in our warmer in the bedroom because, of course, lavender, that's where I put it. Coffee Market from Rainbow Melts. So this is coffee and sweet bakery, cookies, and cupcakes. Beautiful, yummy coffee, coffee heavy. I love it. And when coffee is number one, yes, please. Everything else is just a supporting actor and actress in a role of coffee. So anyway, I really like this one. And here we are with my last empty here to show you guys. Again, from Rainbow Melts, this is Java Heaven, black coffee, whipped cream, and cookie heaven. Beautiful, and I've said this before many times. When Crystal from Rainbow Melts does coffee samplers, I buy two if we're allowed. So I buy two and I'll hold on, and when they come in, I'll melt one right away, like the whole sampler, and the other one I'll hold on to until I know she's going to do another one, because Rainbow Melts is one of the few vendors that does samplers like this, and there's quite a few. So like sometimes I can try to get to another vendor and they're sold out within like seconds. So I appreciate that. So I 100% recommend Rainbow Melts coffee samplers in the future. If you ever see it, follow her Facebook group. When she posts, grab it up. It's really good. Well, and that is it, everybody. And we've got one candle we are just trying to desperately melt because it's, it's not doing too bad, I guess. But anyway, these are my empties for the month of August. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. That would be wonderful. Definitely helps out this channel. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.